Today's our topic is general nature of the force between nucleons. As we know, there are various interactions in matter and material particles which can be broadly classified into four categories. These categories are nuclear force, electromagnetic force, weak interaction, and gravitational force. Out of these four forces, nuclear force is the strongest one. Its range is very small, that is about 10 raised to power minus 15 meter. So basically nuclear force is the force which acts amongst nucleons inside the nucleus. Following are some of the properties of the nuclear forces. Let us discuss one by one. First property is the saturation property. What is saturation property? Actually saturation property न्यूक्लियर फोर्स की एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी है जिसमें किसी भी न्यूक्लियस में एक न्यूक्लियॉन अपने जो नेबरिंग न्यूक्लियॉन्स हैं, पड़ोसी न्यूक्लियॉन हैं, सिर्फ उनको ही आकर्षित करता है। या हम यूँ कह सकते हैं कि एक न्यूक्लियॉन अपने निकटतम और पड़ोसी न्यूक्लियॉनों को आकर्षित करके सैचुरेट हो जाता है और उसके बाद उसमें इतनी ताकत नहीं होती या कैपेबिलिटी नहीं होती कि वो दूसरे न्यूक्लियनों को आकर्षित कर सके। इस प्रॉपर्टी को हम बाइंडिंग एनर्जी पर न्यूक्लियन वर्सेस मास नंबर के कर्व से भी समझा सकते हैं। जैसा हम देखते हैं कि ये जो कर्व है इसमें जो मास नंबर 20 के बाद का पार्ट है वो लगभग कांस्टेंट होता है, almost constant within the 10%. If every particle in the nucleus is supposed to interact with every other particle, the interaction energy and therefore the binding energy should be approximately proportional to the number of interacting pairs. Since each of a particle in the nucleus would interact with a minus 1 other particles, the number of interacting pairs will be a into a minus 1 upon 2 and the binding energy would be proportional to this quantity. However, nuclei A may be neglected in comparison with A square. Particularly in heavier nuclei, we may neglect A in comparison to A square and therefore the binding energy would be proportional to the square of the number of particles inside the nucleus, that is A square. This calculated result is in sharp contrast with the experimental result that the total binding energy is nearly proportional to A, as we can observe in the graph between binding energy per nucleon versus mass number. So to get out of this difficulty, it is assumed that a nuclear particle does not interact with all other particles inside the nucleus, but only with its nearest neighbors. This situation is analogous to the situation in which there is a strong interaction between two hydrogen atoms to form the hydrogen molecule. But a third hydrogen atom cannot be bound to a hydrogen molecule. The hydrogen molecule is said to be saturated. So as we observe that, like in the case of molecules, interatomic forces are saturated. Similarly, nuclear forces are also saturated, means the force amongst the nucleons inside the nucleus are saturated. The next property of the nuclear force is short range character. As we know that the size of the nucleus is about 10 raised to power minus 15 meter. That is a very short distance. While we observe that gravitational forces acts amongst bodies which are huge and at a very large distances. For example, gravitational force between the earth and the sun. Similarly, the force between two charges, that is electrostatic force, acts even at infinite distance. But in the case of nuclear force, it acts amongst the nucleons only when they are placed inside the nucleus, that is within a distance of 10 raised to power minus 15 meter. So we can say that nuclear forces have short range character. Next important property of the nuclear force is charge independence. Charge independence means the force which acts between the neutron and neutron, between the proton and proton, and between the neutron and proton are almost same or equal as far as their strength is concerned. So it doesn't matter whether the nucleons are charged or uncharged. Next important property is spin dependence. Spin dependence means inside the nucleus, the spins of the nucleons may be either parallel to each other or anti-parallel to each other. So when the properties are parallel, then the total spin will be capital S is equal to 1. And when the spins are anti-parallel, then capital S, that is total spin angular momentum, will be 0. So total spin of the two nucleons will be different when the directions of their spin angular momentum will be different, that is either parallel to each other or anti-parallel to each other. The multiplicity 2s plus 1 in both the cases will also be therefore different, and therefore the strength of the force will also be different when the spins of the two nucleons are parallel or anti-parallel to each other. Next important property is the large strength. As we know, out of the four forces which we find in nature, for example, gravitational force, electrostatic force, weak force, and nuclear force, out of these four forces, nuclear force is the strongest one. If we compare this force to the gravitational force, then gravitational force is about 10 raised to power minus 38 times weaker than the nuclear force. So nuclear force is the strongest force which we find in nature. Thank you.